Welcome to this week's edition of ETV News. I'm Amanda Zeitel.
And I am Jada Ferrillo.
November 4th was Election Day in Willimantic, and the Willie locals took to the polls to decide who will run their town. Voters had to choose who would be elected for Town Council, the Board of Finance, and the Board of Education. Luz Azuba was elected head of the Board of Ed, and 4 new members were elected to the Town Council.
Saturday night, just before midnight, police responded to a complaint of a Halloween party on Ash Street growing out of control. About 50 people dressed in costumes were found hanging out outside the house and in the road. In addition to the people outside, there was about 100 to 150 more inside the house. 3 students responsible for hosting the party were arrested and charged with breach of peace. Another man arrested for interfering with the police after an encounter with a female patrol officer. The case is still under investigation.
New Haven police are being questioned after reports of police stealing valuables from unlocked cars. Police are reportedly checking unlocked cars to see if valuables are left in plain sight. If they are, police are taking the packages and leaving notes telling the driver the valuables can be picked up at the police station. The city claims that there's a caretaker provision in state law allowing police to remove the property. Civil rights activists believe it is outside police jurisdiction to do so.
Eastern students, faculty, and staff are invited to join President Elsa Nunez and other dignitaries Wednesday, November 11th at 9 a.m. to support more than 600 veterinarians and active servicemen and women on Eastern's campus. The ceremony will also honor all veterans and military personnel who have protected our nation over the past 239 years. There will also be a special guest, Sean Connolly, Commissioner of the Connecticut Department of Veterans Affairs. The ceremony will be in the Student Center atrium, and this will be the 8th year that it has been hosted to honor veterans on Veterans Day.
Since the beginning of last week, up to 30 first-year students at Yale University have come down with a stomach bug, which university officials say could be the norovirus. The norovirus is an infection which includes symptoms such as nausea and vomiting. At this point, it is not clear where the illness may have come from, but the school is investigating. Jan Conroy, the director of communications at Yale, gave a brief statement saying, quote, "We began a deep cleaning of law school public areas on Thursday night, a cleaning that continued through the weekend and into this week," end quote. To prevent catching or spreading the norovirus, make sure to wash your hands often, cook raw food to its appropriate temperature, and most importantly, if you feel sick, stay away from others and seek immediate medical attention.
On Monday, November 9th, from 7 to 8 p.m. in the Student Center, Easton will be having an inspiring guest speaker. Stevie Tran is an attorney, published author, and speaker whose scholarships focuses on the intersection of diversity, litigations, and social issues in the transgender community. Stevie attended Hofstra University School of Law, where she was a member of the LGBT Rights Fellowship, the only program in the nation that trains attorneys on LGBT legal and policy matters as a centerpiece of their legal education. This program is designed to safely acclimate you to the transgender issue. It will serve as an educational, non-threatening introduction to the transgender identity. This conversation will familiarize you to a growing conversation on campuses across the country throughout the perspective and personal experiences of a young transgender woman of color. This program includes a more in-depth potential legal implications and trends within the educational setting.
Officials in Stafford say a student was arrested for vandalism over the weekend at the high school. School video surveillance helped the administration find the person they believe is responsible for setting a portable bathroom near the football field on fire Saturday. There is still residue left over on the outside of the walls of the portable toilet and along the fence. There was damage to the field done as well. The administration said the student admitted to trying to burn a different portable toilet near the front of the school. The student's name isn't being released. Kids will be kids. I don't think much of it. It could be a Halloween thing. This is the worst thing that kids are doing around here, then we are blessed, said Robert Spencer of Stafford. The school has finished its investigation, and Connecticut State Police will continue with it, as Stafford doesn't have its own police department.
ETV reporter Lupe Marquez was at the recent music lounge in the Student Center where Micah performed. Let's go to Lupe to hear more about it.
Hi Eastern, I'm Lupe Marquez here, bringing you a new segment of Music Connection, and I'm here hanging out at the Student Center Cafe, waiting for Micah to perform. Let's check it out.
October 19th, CAB hosted another music lounge. This time around, it was acoustic singer-songwriter Micah. Students that attended were able to munch on some snacks from Cafe Mantic and enjoy a night of great music. We spoke to CAB coordinator Natalie Bernot for more on the event.
It went really well. We wanted to do like a kind of relaxing vibe, considering it was midterms week, distress. So it worked out really well. We liked the acoustic feel, and it was very mellow, and he did a great job. He did some really good covers and some really good original songs.
Micah's songs are filled with simple, raw, and pure sound. He won over the crowd with just the first few notes. We spoke to Micah for more on his performance.
There's a pretty good crowd here, and everybody seemed to enjoy it. I love playing the more intimate shows in general, and especially when there's a good listening room kind of crowd.
He has recently been signed to a publishing deal with BMG Music for songwriting. Some big names under the BMG label are Justin Timberlake, Shania Twain, and Coldplay, just to name a few.
A lot of the days now I'm writing for other people. I'm writing with other artists, with other producers, or with other writers.
You won't want to miss this talented singer-songwriter as he makes his way to the top. Be sure to check him out on Facebook and grab a digital copy of his EP, Just a Little Heartbreak, on iTunes.
That's it for this week, Eastern. I'm Lupe Marquez reporting for ETV News, and that
was your Music Connection.
Thank you, Lupe. What a great way to hear local bands.
Today at 3 p.m. in the Student Center was the Speak Up, Speak Out on Immigrant Rights event hosted by the Women's Center and the Connecticut Student for a Dream Foundation, put together by local Eastern student Erica Sanchez. The Speak Up, Speak Out event addressed the challenges faced by the immigrant and undocumented community in America. Local students and guest speakers spoke about their experiences as undocumented citizens and the struggles they faced as students who cannot get aid, as well as their families who live in fear of deportation. The event was a lively one, gathering a huge crowd of students and teachers alike.
Yvonne Pinata reported for ETV at the Brainstorm event hosted by CAB. Let's go to Yvonne with the story.
Hello Eastern, I'm Yvonne Pineda reporting for ETV News, and here we are at CAB's Brainstorm event where students are having a blast answering trivia. Let's check it out. On Friday, September 25th, students attended CAB's #Funky Friday event Brainstorm. Here, students were able to enjoy each other's company while competing to be the trivia champs. This event was part of CAB's Fall Fest, an annual celebration to the start of the semester leading up to the fall concert. We talked to CAB coordinator Taylor Harold about the trivia night.
So this is part of our annual Fall Fest, so every year we try to do some sort of event where we can kind of get everyone together and give away big prizes. So that's why we're doing the trivia this year. We switched it up a little bit, but we still have all the big prizes and everything. Tonight we're giving away Beats, we have a Fitbit Flex, we have over $50 in gift cards, we have selfie sticks, a bunch of movie baskets, we have water speakers, portable chargers, and all sorts of other things.
We talked to freshman Nicky DeVoe about one of his first events on campus.
I think it brought everyone closer together. It was a little cheesy, but I think cheesy makes it funnier, so why not?
And what's trivia night without brain food? Students were able to munch on some snacks while enjoying their night. We caught up with student Kyle Goodwin, who expressed his enthusiasm on the event.
It's really fun. I like the fact that I can come from class or I can come out of class and we just have events all around us that are for free to do. I think it's really fun. I absolutely love getting involved, and I love getting my persona out there. I don't know if you saw it, but in the first round I ran up there. I wanted to be the first one up there. Oh, I love it.
All in all, CAB's Brainstorm event was a success. As you can see, students had a wonderful time here at Trivia Night, so make sure to check out CAB's Facebook page for more future events. And as always, I'm Yvonne Pineda for ETV News. Stay amazing, Eastern.
Thank you, Yvonne, for the story.
And we'll be right back with Danny Fountain in this week's editorial.
My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Here is my handle and here is my spout.
When I get all steamed up, then I shout.
Tip me over and pour me out. Oh.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Cheers.
Take time to be a dad today.
And I can't change, even if I try, even if I wanted to. My love, my love, my love, she keeps me warm. 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 She keeps me warm.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Love is kind. Love is patient.
September 29th, Glamour magazine held their The Power of an Educated Girl panel in New York City. One of the members on the panel was Michelle Obama. The First Lady spoke to 1,000 young women about education. She also shared her 62 Million Girls campaign, which sheds light on the 62 million girls in the world that do not have an access to education. One of the key points of her talk to these young girls was to remind them that having an education does not make you unattractive. Quote, "There is no boy at this age that is cute enough or interesting enough to stop you from getting your education." She also wanted to remind the women to not take their opportunities for education for granted. There are 62 million women who do not even have the option. To throw that away because of a boyfriend or because of a female with an education would drive a man away is, well, stupid. Now, I know school is not for everyone, but some kind of education is crucial for your future. You should not let anyone be the reason you are not getting an education. Michelle Obama also explained that women should not bash each other. If the next girl is not going to school, that is not an opportunity to look at her as someone less than you. Instead, she encourages the young girls to support their fellow women, regardless what their decisions may be, even if they disagree. We need to come together and support one another, give helpful advice, and definitely encourage just the thought of going to school. However, it is not our business to judge them if they choose otherwise. Our job is to uplift one another. If you have the opportunity, take it. At least try it, because like Michelle Obama says, there are 62 million women out there who do not even have that chance. According to thedailyreveal.com, quote, "An education is one of the deadliest weapons a person can have. There's not much more intimidating than an educated, intelligent woman," end quote. Let's rise together to be the best woman we can be and to help the next woman be the best woman she can be. That's it for this week's editorial. I'm Danny Fallon. See you next time, Eastern.
And we'll be right back after these messages.
Time to wake up.
I've got a job to do today.
I've got a job to do today.
Don't forget, you've got a job to do today.
Hey, Mom. I got the job. Thanks.
You've got the job. Welcome aboard.
Have a good first day at work, Mom.
Your donations to Goodwill fund job training programs right in your community.
Feels good to start fresh, right?
Sure does. And like that, you're a job creator.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
The Wednesday before Thanksgiving, Eastern will host its 9th annual Thanksgiving meal for the community for members who cannot afford the cost of cooking one themselves. It will go from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. in the Hurley Hall. Volunteers can help with transportation, greeting guests, serving the food, and cleaning up. This is a wonderful cause and volunteers are greatly appreciated, but please take note that only residents living in dorms with kitchens may volunteer because resident halls will be closing the night before the holiday.
Next Wednesday, November 11th, there will be a University Hour event called Who Do They Think We Are? Perceptions and Misperceptions of Women in Prison. Judy Doran will be here to explain to students her arts outreach program for women serving time at York Correctional Institution and women who will be making the transition from prison back to their communities. Her goal is to give people a different perspective of those behind bars and to show people the positive changes that occur, supporting a rehabilitative approach to incarceration and reentry. She will also be showing excerpts from a piece she created called In My Shoes, where 6 women re-enter their Connecticut communities after serving jail time in York CI. This event will be very informing and eye-opening, so I hope to see you all in the Betty Tipton room next Wednesday from 3 to 4 p.m.
Do you enjoy shaking your tail feather and burning off some calories while doing so? Well, then you're in for good luck. OLAS will be hosting a glow-in-the-dark Zumba night next Tuesday, November 10th in the Betty Tipton room in the Student Center. The fun-filled workout will start at 6 p.m. and end at 10 p.m. It is free for all students.
FAD hosted a Fright Night recently. ETV's own Meg Kelly was there with the story. Let's go to her.
Hey everyone, it's Meg Kelly and I'm at the Friday After Dark event here at Eastern in the Betty Tipton room. Tonight students are getting their palms read and their fortunes told, and I think we should go check it out. FAD's Fright Night was held Friday, October 30th at 8 p.m. in the Betty Tipton room. Students were given the chance to have their palms read, fortunes told, and the opportunity to decorate their own masks for the upcoming holiday. A photo booth was also present as students had the chance to play with props and costumes. We had the chance to speak to the coordinators of the event to get their insight and hear what went behind making the spooky night happen, as well as upcoming FAD events.
Fright Night is an event that FAD puts on. So we have students right here now that are creating masks. They are able to get their palm read or have their tarot cards read. And they're also able to take photos as a giveaway so that they can take back with them and remember the event that they had and the fun that they had with their friends.
Our next event is called the Asian Fusion, where we have different activities that is based off of the Asian culture. And our job is to not only educate the people about the Asian culture, but also celebrate some of the common programs that lies within that culture as well.
So we'll have something like sumo wrestling. We also have sushi candy, so you can make your own sushi with candy, and a bunch of different activities.
The lines were long as Eastern students waited to hear what was in the cards for them. These 2 students reflected on their experiences with having their fortunes told.
For me, mostly it said something about a previous relationship, a lot of that. But it also told me that I have a miracle coming.
I was told that I'm very humorous and compassionate, and that'll help me in my career in the future, and that I need to go grow into something where I'm kind of helping people.
It's been a great experience being here tonight at the Friday After Dark event. Everyone seems to be having a good time, and I know I did. For ETV News, I'm Meg Kelly.
Thank you, Meg.
Eating healthy and in moderation could be difficult in college, but don't worry, CAB has you covered. A nutritionist will be making a stop at Eastern to share their tips, tricks, and advice on how to stick to a healthy college diet. The event will be complete with food samples. Come join CAB November 16th from 6 to 7 p.m. in the Student Center Theater.
From now until the 22nd, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., Eastern student volunteers will solicit monetary and food donations at local grocery stores. All donations will be brought to the Covenant Soup Kitchen, Northeast Food Collaborative, and Catholic Charities. Please, he incorporated their sound with influences of classic R&B acts like The Temptations, Take Six, and Earth, Wind, and Fire. Come out and watch them perform.
And we'll be right back with this week's Sports Update with Andrew Fitzgerald.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Find fun activities to do, like boating and biking, or camping and hiking, plus much more. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
I'm Andrew Fitzgerald with this week's sports update. Well, this time, Rhode Island College spoiled the Eastern men's soccer team's journey to a conference title. Sophomore forward Komla Dogby scored his conference-leading 16th goal of the season with 8 minutes left in the first half, which is the only goal in the contest. Like always, Tyler Jones and Xavier Doran had multiple opportunities to get Eastern on the board and preferably the lead, but they just couldn't find the back of the net. Rhode Island College outshot Eastern 12-7 and held the Warriors to one corner kick. Eastern looks to make a statement in the NCAA Division III tournament, ranked number 9 in the New England rankings. The Eastern field hockey team won its first playoff game in 14 years, beating Westfield State on Tuesday night 3-0 at the Mansfield Athletic Complex. Goals by Hannah Kaiser, Brianna Pissarro, and Paige Snyder all coming in the first half, which was just too much for Westfield State. Gabriella Mesa and Mary Kate Custer both contributed in the win with assists, while goalie Samantha Scavo stepped up again to make 3 saves. Eastern will host Pittsburgh State tonight in the semifinals with hopes of advancing to the finals on Saturday. Best of luck, Warriors. Well, on senior day at Nevers Field on Saturday, the Eastern women's soccer team once again rolled away with a huge win over UMass Dartmouth. Nikki Basilicato opened up the scoring with 2 minutes remaining in the first half, but UMass came right back to tie the game with a minute left in the first half. But then the Warriors got hungry in the second half with goals from Anna Manser and Krista Peterson, both coming off 2 beautiful corner kicks for Maggie Boddington. The Warriors already clinched its 6th LEC regular season title and the number 1 seed in the playoffs. They earned a first-round bye and will host either UMass Dartmouth or Keene State on Thursday. While only 4 teams still remain undefeated in the NFL, which includes the Patriots, Panthers, Broncos, and Bengals. And to be honest, who knows if these 4 teams will even lose because of how well they're playing. The Patriots blew out the Dolphins on Thursday. No surprise there. They'll host the Redskins, while the Bills host the Dolphins, the Jaguars will play the Jets, and the Giants will head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. They couldn't pull it off in 2014, but the Royals were able to win their first World Series in nearly 30 years on Sunday, but not after a tough battle from the Mets. With the score tied at 2 going into extra innings, the Mets bullpen simply couldn't handle the Royals' powerful offense as they surged for 5 runs in the top of the 12th inning to pull off a 7-2 victory. Matt Harvey delivered 9 strikeouts in 8 innings, while Edison Volquez had 5 strikeouts in the contest. Now that baseball is over, it's going to be a very long offseason. Even the offseason can't slow down Stephen Curry, as the reigning MVP is still as unbelievable as he was last year. Curry's Warriors are still undefeated after 5 games after beating the Los Angeles Clippers 112-108 in a close game that saw Curry score 13 straight points. Despite limited minutes, LeBron James is still as productive as last year, as widely regarded league's best player, has led the Cavaliers to 4 straight wins, beating the Knicks on November 4th. So far, the NBA season hasn't missed a beat, paving the way for an exciting season ahead. That's all I've got for this week's Sports Update. I'm Andrew Fitzgerald. Have a great weekend, Eastern.
And that's it for this week's show. If you want to see more episodes, visit the ETV YouTube channel.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in next week. Good night, Eastern.